Hello again. It's Amy with Little Car Lifestyle. I am living part-time in my Honda Fit and part-time in an apartment. And as you can see, ta-da, I am back in my apartment. Over the course of the last 2.5 months, I've spent the majority of that time living in my little mini RV, my Honda Fit named Claire. And I've gone through a lot of trials. I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of great people. I've seen some beautiful things. And I am on a journey and want to share with you about it in this channel, specifically about how to find beauty, affordable beauty, in a small space. So I want to talk specifically about that today. In a lot of my programs, I have what's called a defining moment. So, ta-da, there's my little card, defining moments. And I talk about one specific aspect of things. So today we're talking about beauty. And I want to discuss what beauty is. So beauty is the quality present in a thing or person that gives us pleasure, specifically to the senses, or that makes us feel exalted in mind or spirit. And it's particularly something that is visually pleasing. We tend to associate beauty with that rather than a smell, for example, or a touch. Beauty elevates the mind and spirit, and it makes us happy. If you've been in a situation where you haven't seen something that was pleasing, particularly to your sight or your spirit, say you're a country boy and you've been in the city where you see just a lot of pavement and cars and noise and billboards, then you'll feel that lack of what you find beautiful, and you will enjoy getting back out to fields and forests and streams and things like that. If you're an ocean girl and you love the ocean, then maybe living in Missouri is going to try you at times, and you're going to feel lack of beauty in that regard, or any other place where it's landlocked and there is no ocean close by. So we've all experienced times where we did not have much beauty in our lives. And then I know you can think of some special times when something just really inspired you by its beauty. I heard a man say the other day to someone, "Wow, that's a beautiful dog." He was really inspired by that dog and wanted to tell the owner that he just thought that dog was amazing. I know I was in quartzsite camping, and I had missed the stars living in the city the way I do now. I can't see them very well. But there it was clear. I could even see the Milky Way, and I found it beautiful, just wonderful. The sunsets were inspirational to me, and I even got to see a rainbow. In fact, I was sitting in the car looking at it, taking a picture, when another one of my campmates ran up because she wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing it and that I didn't let the rainbow go by without seeing it. So she too was inspired. In fact, there are many things that people all over the world find beautiful, kind of across the board. And then there are more unique things, like that man's taste in dogs or whatever. It can really be different. But the thing is, we all are uplifted, inspired, and our lives have a better quality when we have beauty in them. There are different kinds of qualities that contribute to beauty. There's shape and color. There's harmony and order in the placement of things. There's a design and pattern, which I'll put together under the term theme. And then there are inspirational qualities or good associations that we have that make us think something's beautiful. So today I want to talk about design and pattern. And so what I'm really talking about when I say that is a theme. There are themes that you particularly find beautiful or inspirational. And what this is talking about is personal style. So it's about finding out what's out there, different kinds of styles and themes and decor that you can see around you, and learning what you like and what you don't like by keeping your eyes open, by paying attention to what you see in magazines, on television, at the homes of friends, in your office, in magazines, that sort of thing, whether it's House Beautiful or Quarter Horse magazine. Also, it's evaluating the practicality of different styles. You may think something's beautiful, but it's not practical or affordable for you, particularly in a small space, and maybe even more particularly on the road in your vehicle. And then you need to decide on a theme. Find something that reflects your personal style, things that make you smile, that make you enjoy being around them, and then make that theme your very own. Put your own little quirky, personal, historical, experiential things. So you might have the theme of cowboys, or Western stuff, but perhaps you were a rodeo princess, so you like a lot of rodeo things, and maybe you'll even have a little glitter in there because you had a crown. That will be very different from somebody else's cowboy or Western theme in that person's little home. Okay, so I actually have a theme in my vehicle, which I showed you in the little Beauty and the Beach, that short video I did not long ago. And I apologize because it's been difficult for me to get these videos out here, not only because I've been traveling, but now I'm actually moving. So I hope you'll be patient with me as I try to share with you, but I also deal with a lot of changes in my own life. Anyway, I chose the theme of basically stars and planets, celestial bodies, astronomy, whatever you want to call it. Why? Well, I thought about the style and the color of my car. And my daughter happened to say, well, I don't see X, Y, and Z working very well in your car, Mama, because your car is kind of spacey and sporty looking. So, her opinion sort of rang a bell in my head, and I thought, well, you're right. Somehow certain types of decor or certain themes wouldn't really fit the way my car looks. On the other hand, if I had a 55 Chevy two-tone sedan, that would be different. If I had a pickup, that would be different. If I had a minivan, perhaps it's purple, that would be different. So that's something to think about. I also made lists of the things that I liked. So I would jot down lists on and off and think about different themes, whether I liked that idea, whether I didn't like that idea. And then I considered and researched what would be practical and what I could find in that theme. So if I chose a theme, for example, let's say I chose a theme of lime green. Okay, I've looked around enough to know that I can find plenty of things in lime green. But what if I chose something different, like lacy stuff? Maybe I really didn't find anything on Amazon or Etsy, or looking at the practical kinds of aspects of things I might need in a vehicle or a nomadic lifestyle or a small space. It just didn't work. So having a list with several ideas is important, and then taking a look at what you can find for your vehicle that's practical, that's affordable, and that works in your living situation is important. I, for example, looked at seat covers. And while there are a gazillion designs of seat covers, there aren't that many seat covers that were kind of stars and planets that I wanted. So I narrowed it down to that, and then I had choices where I looked for styles and things like that until I found something. So I saw I could do that. And since the seat covers are what people see right away when they see inside my vehicle or through the windows, that made a big statement about my theme, and I was happy with that. And then I kept my eyes open as I shopped for ready-made items that would work in my little Honda Fit. I needed travel mugs. I needed weather mats. I needed visors. I needed window covers. I needed bedding, different things like that. So I looked to see what I could get ready made that would correspond with the theme I had chosen. And then I also created my own items to make them fit in. And these, of course, are all things that you can do to put that theme, that beauty, those designs and patterns that you like around you in your little home, your little living space. So just some ideas of things that many people have in their vehicles, and their RVs in particular, if they're nomads, in their cars or pickups, campers, or school buses or whatever, would be car ornaments, cups, bags, pouches, all sorts of different plastic containers or metal containers, like foot lockers or like snap top things that, for example, that I keep some toiletries in, window coverings, bedding, stationery, office supplies. For example, I've got the little binder clips that I use to put up my privacy curtain, and I can make those blue or silver or gold to match my theme rather than hot pink, for example. Seat covers, as I've mentioned, decals of all kinds to be put on the windows, bumper stickers, etc. Plaques and pictures that you can put inside, that you can affix to your dash. Calendars that we use, either the little book ones like planners, or maybe a little one that we hang somewhere, or a magnet with a calendar on it. Car accessories such as cup holders, frost guards, ice scrapers, things that we keep in our vehicles and on our vehicles. And then, of course, luggage, backpacks, things that we store clothing in and take with us when we travel. Not necessarily in an RV, but could be any place, just that holds our personal belongings. So those are ideas of different things, and I just want to show you a few things that I've done in my vehicle. So I can't show you the seat covers, but I did show them in an earlier video. This is a Christmas ornament, which I showed you in my last video. It's a star, and I love it. I love 6-point and 8-point stars, so I didn't get the 5-point stars. And I have 3 of these in my car affixed so that they can be seen out the windows. Also, this is an ornament that I bought in Iowa. It's a Danish paper star, and if I wanted, I could find a place for that. This is actually a Christmas ornament, and you might find Christmas ornaments that make good ornaments to hang off of your rearview mirror, things like that. Now, I saw these at the dollar store, little notepads that are magnetic. Anyway, I'm always looking for a place to jot things down in my car, so I chose these for $1, and they match the pattern, and I like them. They have constellations on them. This was a little pouch that I found in a clearance bin at Staples. So I love how it shows stars. It's got a gold color. It's harder to find something with gold that maybe match the idea of sunshine. But this is very useful for me, and I got this on the clearance rack at Walmart for 50 cents. Also, it's my pencil case that I hold. And then I took a cardboard box, and I found some wrapping paper at Target that matched my seats. This is not the world's best wrapping job, but then I don't claim to be the world's best artist. Nevertheless, I keep this on my dashboard, and I can put items in it, like these little pouches, or pencils, pens, my little pad, and the effect is very pleasing. It is all on the same theme and works well. I also collected certain juice bottles that fit together very nicely. They sit side by side, and I put my little stars on that too to give it a little more pizzazz. The blanket here is the blanket that I use as the cover in my fit when I have my bed there set up, and it is a Sioux blanket with the sun decor, but it's the yellow and the blue that I have, and it's a big sun or star depending upon how you look at it, so that also fits well. So those are just some of the things that I've done in my vehicle for my theme, and I want to suggest some other themes. We'll have a little fun here. So let's say you like Native American ideas. Well, here's a Native American book. Maybe you can get a calendar that looks like that, or a book cover that you keep on something. And here's a lovely blanket that I have that has a design that's very Native American, so you could follow that pattern. You might like more natural looking things, so maybe you'll have a little flameless candle for warmth, and you'll use some wicker and baskets rather than plastic. You could do something simple like hang some pine cones from your rear view mirror, or put them in a little row on your dash. These smell like cinnamon, so that's all the better. It's another natural element. Maybe you like England, so this is a Big Ben mug. After all, you usually will drink out of a mug when you're traveling, so why not make it colorful and something that matches your decor? Here's a little double-decker bus that I happen to have that belongs to my daughter, and you might then go ahead and get seat covers or a steering wheel cover or decals or whatever that might add to that you could enjoy. Another theme might be, for example, Alaska. I have a pretty mug with the Iditarod on it. I've got a postcard. I could have it in the frame or out of the frame, but I really like it. It's showing the flights over the glaciers in Alaska and Juneau. And I've got a great decal that I can stick on my little roaming home if I want to. That shows that I'm using a theme of Alaska. Another one might be something tropical. So lovely paper flower that I could put somewhere low on my dash, or maybe put between the seats, someplace where it would be fun and visible. This is a lovely little painting that I have that my daughter did. Jungle scene, maybe Bali or somewhere in Polynesia. And they're bright and colorful, and I can do that sort of tropical theme. Also, maybe I want to rock a travel theme. So this is just a little card box I have, which would be a great little container for me to have somewhere to put coins in, or stamps or something like that I will need in my little home. This is an ornament I picked up this year at World Market that I really enjoy. That would be great on a rear view mirror. It's got the world. Maybe I have specifics. Maybe someplace is cool. So I've got a mug for Route 66. And I've got a travel journal with the map. So these things will all contribute to that theme that's a sense of beauty. There's another theme, and that would be maybe a Western theme. I've got an enamelware tin. I've got some magnets. This says, as a mother comforts her child, so I will comfort you, Isaiah 66:13. So I've got a magnet I can stick up in my car with horses on it. I might have leather items, leather like pencil cup, maybe leather looking seat covers, a leather steering wheel cover. Put this out, and that contributes to that theme. Maybe I am a seashore person, so I'm going to hang a beautiful seashell from my rearview mirror, and maybe I'll put little cards of places I went, someplace tropical, for Key West, for example, and I've got a postcard, so maybe I'll put that up somewhere where I can see it, and I will continue to get things. Maybe I'll get seat covers that maybe have palm leaves on them, or I'll use a net that's white and kind of looks like a fishing net to be one of the nets I use to carry my gear. You know, lots of different options there. A couple more. Maybe I have a sports team Okay, so maybe I'll use something with Ohio State on it. And I'll hang this on my rearview mirror. And I'll continue with my theme of Go Buckeyes for Ohio State. Or perhaps it's the Green Bay Packers. Or maybe it's the Oakland Raiders. Or maybe it's your high school team. Maybe you're a teacher or a coach or an alumni, one of the alumni of a certain school, and you like that. Or you've got a favorite sports team, baseball, basketball, curling, who knows? But you could certainly go with that. And here's just one more idea. Maybe you like things sleek and modern or industrial. So this is a container that I kept because I liked how, I guess, smooth and simple it was. So if I buy my travel mugs and I get containers like this, maybe I stick with black and gray or silver, I can definitely pull off a very modern, sort of edgy look, depending on what I want. Of course, you could go on with a bunch of other things too. My goodness, if you're a hunter, you could do camouflage. Maybe you like medieval things. Maybe you want to do music, so you could get musical notes and have them as a theme. Maybe you want to do a happy camper thing and decorate with that. Maybe it's just family, so you want family pictures around. You're going to have a mouse pad. You're going to have them print some cool things for you. Maybe even a blanket that you put on your bedding. Dogs, languages, books, butterflies, your profession, a nurse, a social worker, bicycles, Harley-Davidson motorcycles, you name it. There are all sorts of things that you could find that would reflect your own style and your own theme and bring beauty, loveliness, inspiration to your days and nights. So, what should you take away from this? Well, having a theme and making a kind of effort to choose designs and patterns will bring more beauty into your little living situation. And so I suggest a couple of things for you to do. First of all, look around. Pay attention to what makes you smile, what makes you express a wow when you see it, like fireworks, for example. Also, what do you tend to have in your clothes, jewelry, or home decor? Are you sporty? Are you very feminine? Do you like cowboy boots and cowboy hats? I mean, take a look at where you're already expressing a sense of style and taste. What are your favorite things, places, and people? And then what hobbies or activities bring you joy? They're great things to look around at and think about so you can, number 2, decide on a theme. Once you decide on that, think about how you can start using your theme in your car. You can start in a very simple way. Find seat covers or steering wheel covers or a pillow to go on the passenger seat. Find something to hang on your rearview mirror. Tassels, shells, a belt buckle, stained glass, hummingbirds, could be anything. And then maybe get some decals or bumper stickers, even something removable. And that way you can add these little bits of flair and start a theme right away. Then fourth, look around and see what you already have that works. There are no doubt things that you could use to add style and to contribute to the theme in your little home. And then what do you need that you could be purchasing? Can you find it online? And will it contribute to the theme? So instead of buying an ice scraper that's bright orange, when let's say you have the theme of stars and planets the way I do, you buy one that's blue and that just fits better with your theme. And what about things that you could make have your style? For example, if you have a book where you write your mileage in it every time and you keep it, you could cover it with some sort of paper or contact paper that would make it match the theme that you have in your car rather than having it be some sort of disparate thing that doesn't contribute to that sense of beauty. So by doing all of this, you're going to add more pleasure and more inspiration into your life on wheels. And so I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will touch on other themes about beauty in future videos. And I hope that you'll come back and see me and that you'll subscribe. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.